Hey guys, what is up? It's JJ Tech here, back again for another video. And today we've got another phone video. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Samsung Galaxy J7 2018. Now this is a 2018 model as the name refers to it. So this, I know there's a lot of J7s out there, but this one is the newest one in particular that you can get. Now I'm not sure if this is exclusive on AT&T. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's block that on my face. It shows the AT&T logo right there. So I'm not quite sure if this is particularly exclusive for AT&T, but it's definitely on the website. Now this phone right here was about $200 at most, $230 on AT&T's website. You can pick it up on there for with the price that I just said. And yeah, so I didn't do an unboxing of this just because I just didn't. I'm gonna just do a review on it. I thought it would be more interesting to just do the review of the phone itself. So let's go over the ports and all the buttons that it has. First, now this phone did release in June of 2018, so it is particularly new. Now we're gonna go over the software and all that stuff later in this video, but first let's go over the ports and all the buttons. So the first port, as you can see, sorry for the squeaking of the chair again, sorry for that. We have a micro USB port, which honestly is just a little bit sad, judging by this phone was released in late 2018, I guess you could say, and it has no USB-C port, which I wish was on there. So yeah, we do have a micro USB port. We have a headphone jack, surprisingly, as of 2018. As you all know, headphone jacks are completely going bye-bye. And then we have a mic port down there. And then if we come on the right side, we just have a single power button right there. And then on the other side, we have the volume up, volume down. That's pretty much it. And then one odd feature that if you guys are probably wondering, where is the speaker located? It's not on the back, it's not on the bottom, it's not on the top. So where else could it be? And it's not on the actual speaker right here. It's on the side, guys. It's on the right side right there. I don't know if you guys can see, there's like a hole right there. It's like right here inserted, and it's a kind of bad placement, I would say, but at the same time it's not, because I have tested the speakers and they sound great, guys. Great. They do sound like flagship quality. Yet again, this is not a flagship phone, like I said, it's a budget phone. So don't be expecting crazy quality of the speakers. But from what I've tested, this is really good audio quality. Alright, so now on the front, as you can see, traditional Samsung keys. We have the back, and then we have a home button, clicky home button, and then we have recent tabs button. Just let you guys take a look at that right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, and then on the top we just obviously have the Samsung branding. And then in the front, we do have a 13 megapixel camera, as well as on the back we also have a 13 megapixel camera, which that is a pretty high megapixel count, which is pretty good. We're gonna have to check out the cameras and all that in a later video, but yeah, it's pretty good. Now let me go over some specs before I actually get into the phone itself. Now this does have a 5.5-inch screen, so it's particularly big. At the same time it's not. And then we also have a dual-core processor. And one little thing that does bother me about this phone, this display in particular, it's only 720p. So it's 1280 by 720 pixels. Yet again, it's not great, but it is made by Samsung, and as you guys know, Samsung does make one of the best displays out there right now. Like I was saying, Samsung does make one of the best displays out there in the business, so you can't really tell that it's a 720p display. It really does look like it's higher resolution. Now, that probably the only thing that disappoints me about this phone is the display. Now, this does have expandable storage up to 256 gigabytes. So we do have a micro SD card slot, expandable memory right here, located on the left side. But another thing that bothers me actually is that it only comes with 16 gigabytes on board, which might not be enough for a lot of people these days. Because as you all know, a lot of people, at least it's more reasonable to have 32 gigabytes than 16. But that's just me. I don't know about you guys. Now that's pretty much it. LED flash on the back. What else can I say about it? Like I said, dual core processor. Now as we turn on the display here, As you can see here, it's pretty vibrant display. I don't know if we do have a brightness all the way up. I don't know if you guys can tell by the camera, but we do have the brightness all the way up. And this is running Android 8.0 Oreo out of the box. Now let me show you in settings that I am running these settings. So as you can see here, it says the Galaxy J7, just so I can verify that this is the Galaxy J7. Let's go into, in case you guys don't know how to access this, you go into settings and about phone, and then all you do is you go down to where it says, you know, software information, and then it takes you into that, and then it should tell you right here. So we do have Android 8.0 on the top here to confirm that. Now let's, as you can see, we are running Oreo, which is fairly new. It's not running Android Pie, but Android 8.0 is acceptable. It is running Samsung Experience 9.0, and overall it's pretty smooth. It's really smooth. Now this is a really smooth phone. Now the price point is pretty reasonable for a lot of you out there. Like I said, this is the newest J7 phone to the family, I guess you could say. And overall, I'm going to take a quick picture of me and myself, like a selfie, to show you guys the camera quality. Now I do have a lot of light, so maybe that will help the camera quality a bit. Let me take a selfie here. Alright, as you can see here, we do have the selfie right there. Now you guys can kind of tell how the actual picture looks. I'm not sure if you guys can tell through the camera, but that's kind of what you guys can be expecting from the front camera. Now let me actually test the back camera, the rear. Hey guys, so I did take a quick picture of my Xbox One controller so you guys can get an idea. It is a blue color, so it should pop. As you can see, it's fairly good. I do like the colors on it. Now I am noticing that when you focus, when you do zoom in all the way, you do notice that the quality starts to go down. Now that is pretty normal for any other cameras. If you do zoom in, the quality obviously isn't going to turn out as good. Now another thing that I like about this phone is that it still remains the actual back and recent tabs button, which is pretty great, at least to me. Now one thing I don't like about this phone is that the fact that it came out in June of 2018 and it's still rocking that 16:9 aspect ratio. I would have liked it to at least gone up to an 18:9, as we can all see of new phones as of 2018. That's probably one of my other complaints, but very minor. Not a lot of people like that, actually. I myself would have liked the futuristic style of the phone, but that's just me. Now we are running a pretty heavy skin here. I am running a theme, but other than that, without the theme, it's pretty heavy skin. But as you can see here, it still runs fairly smooth. Now you can download some now let's get into the games category, I guess you could say. And games, now if you do get Asphalt 9, it does run particularly well on this device, but you will have to turn down the quality of the game, just because it can't handle it at really high settings. If you guys are really interested in gaming on this phone, this is probably not the phone for you. If you guys just want it for gaming, it's probably not, like I said, not the phone for you. But you can run some fairly light games and some fairly medium games, I could say, like Clash Royale, I guess. I do have some games downloaded on there, so you guys can kind of see. And now let's talk about the build of the phone. Now the build is pretty solid. We are running a plastic back here, non-removable. We can't remove this at all. So it is just plastic. It looks like metal, but it's really not. It's just plastic here. Now I'm gonna pull up a video of one of my videos so I can show you the actual audio quality of the speaker. Alrighty guys, I'm back, and I do have a video here from my channel so I can show you guys the actual audio quality of the speaker on this phone. So let's test it out.
Hey guys, what is up? It's JJ Tech here, back again for another flipping video. And today we've got two headphones here, as you can see right in front of you, right here.
Now that was at medium volume, and so far guys, I like the sound, guys. Now let me turn it up all the way up so you guys can kind of see how that sounds.
We're going to be doing a comparison between the recently unboxed Ijoy logo Bluetooth premium wireless headphones. That's a pretty long name. And then
So I don't know if you guys could tell through the actual mic from the mic that I'm wearing here, but the quality, guys, sounds great. Especially for this price, it really is nice to have. Now, like I said, audio quality is great. Definitely recommend, if you guys are an audiophile, I guess, this is going to be a really good phone to test out. Alright, now let's go over another thing that it's still about the speakers. Is this doesn't have stereo speakers, which is expected, but as we all know, a lot of phones these days at this price point have stereo speakers. But yet again, I'm still quite happy with the speakers that are already on this phone. So now one other thing, one of the drawbacks of this phone is that it does have passwords, it does have face recognition, which is pretty great. I may actually use that to unlock the phone. It doesn't have a fingerprint sensor, which, judging by how the button looks, it would look like it would have a fingerprint sensor, but it doesn't. Now I would have liked that, especially since my phone, I don't know if you guys knew, if you guys saw that video of the T-Mobile Rebel Plus, which is around the same price, and it does come with the fingerprint scanner, but it doesn't have facial recognition. But honestly, face recognition isn't nearly as safe as fingerprint. So yeah, it's another drawback of this phone. Now, like I said, this is the newest version of the J7 to the family here, and do I recommend it, guys? Yes, of course I do, especially if you guys are on a tight budget. Now I'll leave a link to this phone down below, so you guys can definitely check it out for yourselves. Tell me if you guys like it, and I personally like it. Do recommend to folks that are on a tight budget and we're like a cheap phone, but it's also made by a huge company, made by Samsung. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Solid phone, great buy. Also, guys, and other than that's pretty much all I have to say. Now, it doesn't have dual cameras. Before I go, let me clarify that. I know it kind of looks like it has dual cameras, but it doesn't. It has a single camera, which is fine, but I would have liked dual camera. But other than that, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, all links down below to this phone. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video, guys. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Smash the like button. Subscribe down below. Peace.